Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of FS-360 pod session. On today's show, we have live from CES 2020 in Las Vegas, Greg, founder and CEO of Koosmik, and Claude, chairman of Koosmik. Koosmik is building the next generation mobile wallet and account in Africa, targeting students, young workers, entrepreneurs, and business across the continent. I hope you enjoy this very interesting chat with Greg and Claude, live from CES 2020 in Las Vegas. Hello, Claude and Greg. Good afternoon. How are you feeling today?
Feeling wonderful, Fernando. Really happy to be speaking with you.
Yes.
Good morning from Vegas.
Yeah, because that's Las Vegas. You're right. So you guys are in CES 2020.
Yes, we are.
Tell me about the experience. How's it going?
Well, maybe I can get started and then Gregoire could keep going. It's just so over the top crazy on every level. People are trying to sell you things you don't need. There's all kinds of crazy innovations. And what we're trying to do is bring it back to basics, to what people actually really need in Africa. So a lot of the things that we're talking about is so polar opposites from what other people are promoting their new products and gizmos here.
How do you guys decided to join forces to build Koosmik?
Basically, it's due to an Air France strike. So we were supposed to both fly to Africa. On my side, it was Casablanca, and Claude, I remember it was Dakar.
Yeah.
And both of our flights were cancelled, and we were rerouted on Royal Air Maroc. And I don't know if it's luck or God, but at the end we were just seated together in the plane, and we exchanged cards, and yeah.
Yes, it was an evening flight, and so we exchanged business cards. And then when we landed in Dakar, actually, why am I saying Dakar? I was supposed to go to Dakar. I missed my connection to Dakar. So when we landed in Casablanca, I had to stay there and wait for the next flight to Dakar the next day. So I emailed Gregoire in Casablanca at 3 in the morning. And actually, he emailed me at 3 in the morning, and he was surprised that I replied at 3 in the morning. So we realized that we're kindred spirits because we're the hard workers who are still answering emails at 3 in the morning after having a stressful flight situation. So that's the story. And then we met the next day for lunch, and then the rest is history.
Good stuff. And now, not for me, because I know very well what is your value proposition, but tell us what is Koosmik and what is exactly your value proposition.
So yeah, Koosmik has a value proposition based on this wonderful app that Gregoire's team created. And what does this app do? This app is a mobile wallet that allows you to transfer money, receive money, and pay bills. But then we're going to be adding a few more layers in the future with microcredit, microinsurance, a lot of financial services that are really targeting the unbanked population in Africa, because a lot of people don't know that 70%, 70% of the African population has never had a bank account or a credit card or access to the basic financial services. So Gregoire's team created this app so that we can help the unbanked to exist in the economy and to be more financially independent. And so ultimately the goal is to be part of this financial inclusion movement, because we believe that could be a game changer for African economies going forward.
So you mentioned that you guys are piloting in Togo, and you mentioned other countries as well in your roadmap. Any specific reason for going for francophone countries?
It's almost like a blue ocean strategy, where we see a blue ocean because the francophone countries are a little bit underserved, quite frankly, versus anglophone countries. If we go really close to Togo, to Nigeria, for instance, everybody's looking at the 200 million people that are living in Nigeria, but it's also a lot more competitive, let's be honest. There's so many fintechs in Nigeria, and a lot of them are very well funded. And also, if we're really being honest, a lot of them are doing a really good job. But when you actually cross the border and go into these French-speaking countries, such as Benin, Togo, and so on, it's a different story. So we feel like it's a little bit easier for us to become number one in francophone countries than it would be in the more competitive anglophone countries, such as Nigeria and Ghana and so on.
And that's a very sustainable approach. That's why I asked the question, because I really believe that the francophone Africans will see a boost in terms of fintech adoption and digital adoption. So I think you guys are really in the right place right now. But what's coming next? Where do you see Koosmik in the next 3 years?
We want we want Koosmik to be in maybe 10 countries in the next 3 years, maybe more if we have the capacity, because at the end the technology is here, the product is there, the market, of course, definitely is here. So yeah, we're gonna raise some more funds in order to launch more countries.
And the other thing I would add, because that's a wonderful question and a very real question, is it's going to get really competitive, this fintech space that we're operating in Africa. I mean, last year, half of all the venture capital funding that went into Africa went into fintech, 50% went into fintech. So there's so many fintechs right now, and it's going to be really difficult to stand out and to break through the clutter. So we have to operate at a level of excellence in order to survive, because it's going to be a situation of consolidation pretty soon. And a lot of people are going to go out of business just because these markets cannot sustain so many fintech startups across Africa. And so it's going to be survival of the fittest, and we intend to be the fittest.
Yeah, and you guys are on the right path. Thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure. Keep enjoying Las Vegas, right? So Claude, I'll see you soon in New York. I'll be around very soon.
I look forward to it. Yay!
Koosmik, Greg, I'll see you in Europe, so we're close to each other. Guys, keep doing what you're doing. Keep believing in your dreams. Keep believing in your path, and keep making a change in the world as you guys have been doing so far. And I really believe in the work you guys are doing, and you guys know that you have a supporter on this side, right?
Thank you, Fernando.
Keep believing
what you're doing.
That. All right, guys.
Yeah, you're bringing us great energy. God bless. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Cheers. Bye-bye. Thank you.